This is Craig Miller at Miller Sand and Landscape Supply. We're excited to come back this year and share with you some of the things that's going on at Miller Sand and Landscape Supply. We want to show you a lot of things today. Some of them are very exciting. As always, we try to bring you something unique and different every year when you visit Miller Sand and Landscape Supply. So I look forward to sharing that with you. We're here at the Outdoor Center, and I wanted to share with you some things here as well. Not only have we got this outdoor center, it's been such a success with our outdoor decor. As you look around, you can see the yard art that we've got. We've got some of the most unique items that you can find anywhere. And also you'll see we even have new benches, different style things from what we had last year. And we've also incorporated this concept out at our 431 store. So we're really excited about it. And you need to come out and check us out at 431 because we've actually increased the size of the store out there, and we've added additional items. So come on in and let's just take a look around and see what's changed. As you can see, we're always looking for whatever season it is, we try to have those things available for you. As you look around the store, you'll see we're even thinking now about Easter. It's the time of year that things are starting to green up and things begin to look a lot better. So you'll see the color, you'll see all these different types of items. They're very unique. A lot of these things you can't find anywhere except Atlanta or your larger cities. So let's look around and see what we can find. Here's another unique item from a company called Think Outside. This is actually a cooler, and this thing was made from a 44-gallon drum, handmade, handcrafted, and it's quite an interesting conversational piece. As you can see, this little Volkswagen is a cooler. I mean, these are the kind of things we're looking for you. Something unique, something that your neighbor may not have. Just like we were sharing with you about the Volkswagen cooler, again, here's some unique art you won't find just anywhere. This is all made out of handcrafted, out of metal and hand colored. We also have planters made out of them. And I know in the years past, you all have enjoyed the dogs. We still have some of the dogs. They're outside, I believe. But it's unique. It's one-of-a-kind type things. And also, one of our popular items has been our signs. As you look, as we pan around the room, all of these wonderful signs, they've been a big hit with you guys. So we've incorporated them with, for those of you that enjoy these signs. We even have the newer type with the laser etched. These are unique. And of course, we have the unique bird houses. These are always, again, handcrafted, very unique. And where you can see they've even taken scrap metal and placed it in an art fashion over these birdhouses. So they're very heavy duty. They hold up extremely well, and you don't see them see that sort of thing often. As always, listen to that sound. I mean, that is something you can't get tired of, is the sound of the water rustling and the little bubbling like of a brook. And fountains are one of our favorite items. As you all know, we've been for several years now, we've carried the Mazzarelli fountains. They're probably the finest fountains you can find anywhere. And this year, we've expanded it as well. We've also added quite a few fountains out in our Saks store, as well as what you see here. And we're always looking for unique things. As you look around, we've also added a few pieces of furniture and our statuaries, our pottery, different types of pots, unique statuaries, from whether it's a frog all the way to a cross to a gnome over there, as you see. And on the other side, we've got We've got our additional newer fountains, different types of fountains. We've got the vase fountains. We've got, again, our traditional Mazzarelli fountains, some with lights, some without lights. And again, we install them as well as we can show you how to do it. And we'll do a turnkey. We'll come out to your property, look at it, and give you a fixed price on installing it. We'll deliver it, set it up. So if you got a bad back, don't worry about it. As always, we can help you no matter what your project is. As you can see, we have a pond here. We carry all the products to help make you successful when you start your pond project. We can help you in figuring what you need for it. And as you can see, the decorative rocks that are around it, we carry all these products, everything you need to make your job look great. Now you'll also see in the background, you'll see some wind products. Again this year, we have a complete line of the wind Art Decor. So come check that out as well as these fountains. As you can see, as we walk down by the pond, there are water features all the way down through here. And again, flagstone is what I'm walking on right now. We carry a complete line of your flagstones. We carry the material to go between the cracks. We carry all the products to help you make a finished project, whether you do it yourself or a contractor. We still have the Easy Turf artificial grass. This product has been here for years, and it still looks like fresh grass that was put down yesterday. So it looks to me just like emerald zoysia. Also, I want to share with you about the Easy Turf for a minute. We sell this product. We can either show you how to do this as far as an install, or we can give you a turnkey project where you come in, we'll go out, we'll measure your property, we'll find out what you need, and we'll work you up an exact price of what it would take to put it in. Now this product can be used in play areas, it can be used for playgrounds. We have a padding that goes under this product if it's needed for a playground. Also, one of our most favorite uses is dog pens. It's approved by the American Kennel Association. And we've done several of those in Birmingham as well as here in the Anniston area, Oxford area. And we find the feedback has been sensational. We've had folks come back 2-3 years later and say, you need to come look at my turf. It looks just like it did the day you left. So it holds up extremely well for the dogs. It drains well. And you might say, well, what about when the dogs use the restroom? I mean, it's a common question. Over and over we answer that. We have a product that we can put in there where you can, it deodorizes and it reactivates every time it rains. Also, we do these installations where we put the sprinklers back, where the sprinkler comes on and rinses over it, because this grass actually will drain better than real turf. So we've had tremendous results and a very positive response from most all pet owners that are using this product. So, and you think about it, you have no maintenance from the standpoint, as far as cutting it, you don't have to worry about your lawnmower. You don't have to worry. The worst thing you can have is a weed here or there around the edge. And you can put a herbicide right on this. You could pull the weeds, and it will kill it. It doesn't affect the grass. So it's a very resilient product. It holds up. If it can hold up to dogs running back and forth all day, and it holds up with kids playing on a playground, let your yard work be minimized. And for those of you that are not interested in a more permanent solution, you want regular sod, we carry the emerald zoysia sod. We also, this year, we're carrying Myra sod, and it is even more disease resistant. We keep it up further on top of the hill, and it's also more resilient in the shade. It's a great product because we always have the question, what can I put out that will work in a shaded area? So we have that for you now. And both of them are zoysia type grass. Notice we lay our grass out. We don't leave it on a pallet like a lot of the big box stores. And we feed our grass. Right now it's dormant. but just in a week or two, it's going to start greening up, and it'll be just like this artificial color you see here, but real. For those of you that like a product that has different color, a different variety, and some of them, these are man-made products here, whether you're looking for an edging, we carry those as well. You'll see the different types of edging. We'll help you figure what you need. We even have the porridge stones. They're very similar to the flagstone, but you're all uniform, so it makes it easier for the install as well. The different types of border, different type of patio stone. And then we have laid out over on this side the uniqueness of the different colors of the different stones that we carry. This year we have some new darker colors, very unique. This is a new product called Copper Hill, where we have the different size, and it's in a very dark color. Some of you asked, can we still get the lava rocks? And we haven't been able to procure it, but we've come up with some creative alternatives like these products. You know, one of the first things when you come in our store here in the very front, you'll notice a big change. On our chemicals, our walls, you'll see a different brand than we've been carrying in the past. It's called Bonide. What's so unique about these products is we have them color-coded for ease for you. When you're looking for what you need, the green, and you'll look at the language, is what is the weed controls. We have different types of weed controls. Any kind of weed you can imagine. In a minute, I'm going to show you why I'm so excited about these products. But right now, you see the plant food for fertilizer and amendments to build up your soil. The different codes for the insect and disease controls. You'll notice they're different color code. Everything in that color code is for what the label specifies. Down here we have organics. For those of you that just don't want to damage the environment, we have the answer. We have the organic chemical controls without any chemicals. But they do the same things as some of these. Some quicker, some not as quick, but it gets the job done. And over here, you'll see where we have our plant is soil care for our food amendments. Disease control, it's labeled, has its own label. We even have the large bags. You won't find these products in the big box stores because this particular company works with folks like us because they can educate us better, and I'm about to show you about that. Over here, you'll see plant and soil care. You'll see household insect controls. And then we have something for the folks that don't want to kill anything, but they just don't want them living with them. So these are the repellents, whether you want to just tell your mice to leave us alone, go next door. Your rats, we have repelled deer repellents, cats, dogs, whatever you may have. We have the answer here. And this is called our Diagnostic Center. Over here we have an extensive database. So when you're having a problem, whether it's a weed, and you need to know what to do, you bring your weed to us. We have a microscope. We can put the weed up under it. I'll show you right here, and it'll come up on the screen so we can take a good look at it. Over here we have a database. We can search it by pest, or we can search it by plant. It'll tell us what you need to take care of your problem. So also we have these charts. You can see how many different kinds of weeds there are that are troublesome for you. You work hard in the garden, and you work hard in your yard. So you need to know what you need. You don't want someone to sell you something that you don't need. You need to know what you do need. So you can bring in your insect that's causing the problem. We can examine it, see what pest control you want, whether it's an organic or whether you want a chemical solution. We have the answer for you now. So you can see why I'm so excited about it, because many times folks come in and they say, I don't see anything. I don't know what's hurting my garden. A lot of times the problems are almost microscopic, and they're things you can't see. But if you bring us some of your soil and some of your plants where we can see the evidence of what's happening, we can help you find the right product, the right chemical, and the right solution, whether it's an amendment, or whether it's a fungus, or whether it's an insect that's giving you problems. We'll be able to show you what you need to do. One other thing I wanted to share with you this year, you know, we've shared in the past about our tech straw, which is an artificial pine straw. It lasts 15 years. We've had it on the market for about that or more. But this year we have the brown color, and I want to just show you a little example of this. It's incredible. This is the artificial straw as you look at it. And then this is a real bale of straw. And I want you to see, you can hardly tell it apart. You're looking at a product here that you won't even have to replace for 15 plus years. So here you're replacing the product every 6 months if you do it right by the book. You know, it's interesting. A lot of you ask, well, what do we do when the leaves fall? Well, it's quite simple. We have a tackant that's a latex-based product. You can just put in a pump garden sprayer. It cleans up with water. All you have to do is put it in there, spray it on, spray it heavy, and it'll last for a year and a half. Some cases, people have gotten 2 years. It sticks the product together, looks great, dries clear, and you can blow your leaves off. Like we mentioned with the pine straw, this is the tacking agent that we use. It's called Stay Put, which just stands for what it says. We have all sorts of things. We have even mulch lock to help lock your barks in. We have the bark locks. We have the different, we can add a colorant to restore the color. Let's say you've got a red bark that you bought that's actually it's probably an oak product that's been colored with a latex-based paint. We have where you can recolor it. You can put the color back to it instead of having to replace the mulch. We have, of course, the Jack's fertilizers, as you can see. It's pretty much everything that you need. When you come in here, we probably have, so you won't have to make another stop. Last year, we had such positive response to our Jack's products, and particularly the Jack's fertilizer products, that a lot of you were asking, well, what do I do about my citrus plants? Well, we called the factory, and they said, look, we have something for that too. So this year, we've got a complete line. We have this citrus feed for citrus plants. I know a lot of you like to grow your own lemon trees and lime trees. You've seen more and more of that year after year. We have what you need. We also have for blooms. A lot of you said, well, what can you do for blooms? And this is 1.5 pounds. It's only $11.24. I mean, this is great value. A lot of you said, well, what about orchids? Yes, we have that too. We got the orchid fertilizer. A lot of you say, well, you know, I need some acid. I have some acid-loving plants. Well, here we have that as well for this time. So we've got you covered, no matter whether it's a lemon tree, a rose bush, or you just want some better blooms. We've got those products for you in the line of our fertilizer line. Also, I'll mention we carry the 100% organic. This is a fish product. It's made byproduct of fish for the fish industry, catfish industry here in Alabama. And this was developed by a gentleman that went to school at Auburn. He came out and he developed this product. It's all natural. And you add this as an amendment, it helps enhance the microorganisms in the soil. Well, we've mentioned to you about our 431 store and some of the changes we've made out here, and now we're glad that we can show you some of those changes. We've actually increased, we've doubled the size of our outdoor center, which you'll see. We've also changed the name on our sign out front to Miller Outdoors Living and Decor. So we've made some tremendous changes here, and we're excited to show you. So let's come in and let you look around. Inside, you'll see that we have a lot of the same things, and some things a little bit different because we have more room. You'll see we actually have some unique furniture. We have some unique bird houses. I know we tried these one year and they were such a hit. We brought in an entire line of the super moss products. And as you look around the room, as you pan around, as we walk around, you'll see we have a lot more space than we have in the D'Armanville location. Over here on this wall, you can see we have our complete line of our new chemicals, the Bonide chemical line, as well as some of our original products that we brought on board initially. This has been a big hit because when you come in, if you're having some kind of problem, as we shared with you, we have the little lab at our DeArmondville location. But here we've got some unique cards that, where we can help diagnose your problems, whether it's a fungus, whether it's a problem with an insect, or if you're having an issue with weeds. So we have the same line here at our Saks and our 431 store. So we're really excited about it. We're excited about the response we've been getting from you. Happy to show you our 431 store, and now let's go back to DeArmondville. As always, we carry a complete line of your ground covers. We've shared with you a little bit about pea gravels and the different types, especially around the ponds where you can see it in the photos. Here's our organic mulches. This is a regular 100% pine bark mulch. As we go down through here, you'll see those of you that like the different colors, we carry the red in bulk. These are all bulk products, so you don't have the cost of the bag. However, I do mention, if you want a big bag, we can put it in a 1-yard super sack for you. We can deliver it, so something to keep in mind. Then you can reseal it and open it when you need it. We have the black, we have the reds, and of course the brown pine bark. As we go on down here, you'll see our different kinds of soils. We get rave reviews on our super soil. It's every year the volume that we sell increases. It's hard for us early on sometimes to keep up. But you'll see the different types. We have a soil for every need. We've got a soil for flower beds, for plantings for your flower beds. We've got a soil for your grass, for your yards, whether it's sod, whether it's seed. There's different types of soil. All set up for different purposes. Our super soil is our top of the line, 100% organic soil. That's our darkest looking and richest soil down here at the very end. It is designed for vegetables. You can take, for example, let's say you have poor soil and you want to enhance it. You can take that soil and you can add it to, say, clay, sticky, gummy soil. And if you've got a way to till it in, you'll be able to take this soil and blend it with it and make it more usable. So, as always, we want to point that out to you. Every year, somebody comes in with some picture showing us, my tomatoes were this big last year and they're this big this year. So, we're excited. We want to hear back from you. So, we'll put your picture on our wall of gardeners up here. Okay, all of you folks that ask every year, what else can I add to my soil? I really don't want to bring in fresh soil. We have some amendments that you can use, along with the microorganisms that shared with you earlier. I certainly want you to use those. But we have Leafmold, where we've composted it, we've screened it, we've run it through a hammer mill, and as you can see, it looks like dirt you'd pull out when you open a box of worms for fish bait. It's a very dark color. It enhances the soil, it loosens it up. Right over here, we bring in compost from Mushroom Farm in Pennsylvania. And this particular product has quite a few products within it. It actually has composted chicken litter. It's 100% natural products. There's no chemicals in this. It's wheat straw, it's pine bark, it's got some cottonseed meal, it's got, as I said, chicken litter that's been composted. It's not just, as you can tell, you can't, if you were here, you can't smell through the television, but I can tell you it has no odor at all. And occasionally when it gets wet, it may have a little small odor, but nothing like fresh chicken litter. So it's 100% natural. It builds up your soil. It gives and adds a nitrogen to the soil. It's just an incredible product when you add it. You have to actually be careful not put too much, but we can help you with that. These are our 1 cubic yard super sacks that we can load up. We can set it on your pickup. A lot of you concerned you don't want loose gravel in the back of your truck, but yet you don't want to buy 30, 40 bags of something that you carry home, make a mess, have to clean up after you. And you only have a limited time on the weekends. So I want to share with you, these super sacks are tremendous time saver in the long run. It won't hurt your truck. We can set them over in the truck softly. You can, as you can see, it's got a tie string, it's resealable. You can seal it back. You've got just a limited time this weekend. You say, well, we'd like some Miller Super Soil, but we don't have time to put it all out. You seal it back, go about your business, come back next weekend, open it up and finish your project. The same for sand. We even put firewood in here for customers. So let us help you be more effective, more efficient, and you'll be happy because your time is well spent. As I mentioned earlier, we carry and have ever since we started in the landscape business, we have the natural products. These are our river gravels. As you can see, we have them in different sizes, anything from 1/8 of an inch all the way up to 4 inches as far as the loose landscape products. So they make a great color combination because you can come actually down here, pick out what you need, and we can either deliver it or you can pick it up, put it on your pickup, or we can put it in a super sack, as I mentioned earlier. So whatever you need as far as a landscape product, we have it. Also, you'll see we carry the limestones for your driveway areas, problem areas. We can help you with that. So be prepared and make it a little simpler. If you know your dimensions of how long your driveway is, how wide it is, we can tell you how much you need. So always keep that in mind and save you time. Be a one-stop shop. We start with our crusher runs all the way up to our larger products. We also have the drainage products. We have products of French drains, products for roofing. We carry those as well, roofing gravels. So no matter what your gravel need, we've got gravel to travel at Miller Sand and Landscape Supply. All right, as you can see, we've ended up right where we started here at the pond. One thing I want to mention to you, in our name you find the word sand, but I don't think we've even talked about sand, so I want to share a couple of points about sand. We have the sand for whether you're building a pool, you want your sand to go under your pool, we've got it. We've got it at both locations. We have the brown masonry sand for block, for brick. We have white sand for those of you who want a white mortar. Or you want a beach, you want an area you want to turn into a beach, we've got it. We have the golf course materials, whether it's a sand trap, whether it's top dressing. We have those sands available for you. But also I want to take just a minute to talk about our 431 location out at Saks. We're excited about this coming year because we've added our new outdoor center, even larger than the one we've shared with you here. And we want you to stop by, see what's going on. It's on 431 North in Saks. It's 2555 Highway 431 in Saks area. Here we're open 6 days a week for all your landscaping needs. all your chemical needs now, as you can see, and all your yard decor. So we look forward to seeing you in the coming months. We'll be here for you. We're here Monday through Saturday. So come see us at Miller Sand and Landscape Supply.